Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am the Channeling Goddess. If you are new here, hi, hello. If you are returning back, welcome back. So today we are going to be doing a love reading, but specifically about unspoken truths, okay? So if you are not in a relationship, okay, it does not mean that this reading is not for you. I have set the intention that this reading would be for those who are in relationships and those who are not, because some of us, we feel our partner is coming in, and some of us want to know that they're thinking about us. So we want to know about, some things that's happening in their life, right? And maybe, sometimes in these messages, we find out why they haven't come to us, as of yet. Sometimes they could be, dealing with addiction or healing themselves or getting out of a toxic relationship, right? So don't feel like you can't be or can't listen to this reading if you are not in a relationship, okay? Now, before we get started, as always, if you are looking for a message that is specific to you, it is helpful that you tap into your own intuition, but also set the intention. So if you're looking for a specific crystal, if you're looking for a specific color, bird, place, thing, whatever it is, I would set the intention before you click on a pile. That way you're more in tune with spirit and the spirit is in tune with you. Another thing I always say is important is to tap into your own intuition, because you are, you're in control of your own life, right? So nothing on YouTube should depict how you move or how you lived your life. But if you are looking for some kind of guidance and you're looking for additional messages, then these kind of readings could absolutely be helpful. But in order to understand the messages that are meant for you, or to tap fully into what spirit is trying to say to you, it is helpful that you tap into your own intuition. And one of the ways I prefer to do this is by sticking my feet in the grass and or taking 3 mindful deep breaths. You want to inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 3, and exhale for 5 to 6 seconds. This just helps you get more in tune with your own intuition, okay? If you feel like you want to hold the breath longer, I would suggest definitely doing that. Something about depriving quote unquote oxygen to the brain helps with like getting you very calm and getting you, relaxed. Now, I am not telling you to suffocate yourself. That is not what I'm saying. I am saying if you feel like you can hold the breath a little bit longer, then absolutely do it, okay? So we have 3 piles today. So technically this is a pick a crystal card reading. So the first crystal we have is amethyst. We have an egg amethyst. For some of you, I want to say this. Fertility could be something that is an unspoken truth between you and your partner, or could be an unspoken truth between you and your partner. I would definitely say if fertility is something that you're interested in, it is best to talk about that at the beginning of the relationship. Not giving relationship advice, just want to say that. And then we have the second crystal, which is clear quartz. So you can see it's very beautiful. I would also say I'm already getting messages. It's crazy. So for pile 2, I'm already getting the message that there may be, it may look, your relationship may be smooth on the surface, but underneath there are some things that are cracking. So we're going to talk about it when we get to your reading, okay? And then we have labradorite. Now, every time I see this particular one, I always notice the beauty that you have to turn it a certain way in order to see the beautiful colors. So for some of you, your person may be a diamond in the rough, right? They may not necessarily look like the way you want them to look or talk the way you want them to talk. They could be a potential diamond in the rough, and that may be why you're choosing the labradorite crystal, okay? So I'm gonna stop reading because I immediately got messages when I started picking them up, but I am going to move on to your pile and I will see you there. Oh, make sure you check the description box below. It'll definitely have the timestamps, okay? And I'll see you in your pile. Bye. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the amethyst egg, then this is your pile. I'm going to hold it up a little bit so you can see. You may see some things in it that I don't see, but want to hold that up. Now, we're going to talk about it because one of the first things that came through when I was picking it up, so if you didn't listen to the intro, I would advise you to do so. There may be a message there for you, but I immediately got the energy of fertility. There is a particular card, as a matter of fact, it's in this deck, that talks about fertility, and that's the first thing that I was drawn to when I picked this up. So for some of you, some of the unspoken truth in your relationship is that you may want to get pregnant. Maybe you have kept this a secret because you're not always, people don't, I don't want to say people don't, but sometimes people feel a certain way about having children. And while you may not necessarily share their sentiment, you're afraid of not having that person in your life. And Spirit is coming through to talk about your fertility, to talk about one thing. Okay, so for those of you who are worried about getting pregnant, do not worry. This is happening. For some reason, the image in here makes me think about the world. And when I think about the world, I think about the Empress card, giving birth. So for some of you, you are definitely going to be getting pregnant. If that's something you're worried about, it is definitely going to happen. Okay, now we're going to talk a little bit about amethyst, because amethyst is traditionally a calming and stress relief stone. It has like a lot of soothing energy. So in your relationship, there may be some unspoken truths, or not in your relationship, but with your partner, there can be some unspoken truths about how you feel, your stress level, if you are managing your stress very well. It also talks about spiritual awareness, protection, and it also supports deep meditation. So for some of you, some of the unspoken truths that are not just about your partner, but Spirit wants to highlight, is that there is a little bit more meditation needed on your part. There is a little bit more of a calming energy that you need to embody at this time, because something about, I'm going to say this, and we're going to get back to it, but something about your hormones is out of whack. And it's because of your stress level. It is because you haven't really, it's almost like maybe the way you self-soothe is not ideal. Okay, for others of you, I'm getting this connection that you may have soul ties with other people and you haven't fully let them go. If you know anything about soul ties ritual, I would definitely say look into it. If it's something that you feel comfortable with, I would definitely say go with it. If it is not something you're comfortable with, right, the actual ritual in itself, then I would say practice your own form of releasing, right? So sometimes the way you can do this is by sitting and, sitting down in a quiet place. Make sure you get into a more meditative state if you can. Visualize a string. So it could be a red string, a blue string, brown, whatever floats your boat, right? Visualize this string to this other person, someone that you know you haven't let go of. Visualize the string to that person, and then hold the string in your hand. Like, this is a metaphor, okay? Hold the string in your hand and visualize you taking back all of your energy, because a lot of times when we have soul ties like this, it's because we haven't taken back our energy. Visualize your energy coming through that string that's there, right? Visualize your energy coming back to you. And when you feel comfortable, right, when you can no longer see any remnants of your energy coming back to you and you feel like it's fully yours, then I would tell you to snap the string in half. Okay, let go of all the hurt, let go of all the pain, let go of all the past, and then move forward into something beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna shuffle, because this is actually the unspoken truth deck, and let's see if there is some unspoken truths. For some of you, this could be about an ex. The unspoken truths that could come, especially for me to get that soul ties thing, the unspoken truths could be about an ex who doesn't want to let you go. Okay, but we're gonna shuffle. All right, let's see. Spirit, can you give us some messages for pile number 1, please? Okay, it says, you were my home, now you're just a place I can't return to you. For some of you, this is absolutely about your ex. They are holding on to you in a way that you're probably not aware of. They're definitely like that soul ties message that came out is definitely for you, because I feel like they have been holding on to your energy. They don't want to let go. You were home to them. You were the most comfortable place that they've ever been, and now they're far away from you. Now for others of you, I'm getting this could be potentially be about someone that's coming into your life, and what they're talking about is a past life, right? A parallel life that you are not quote unquote privy to, but this is their soul saying that you were home, now you're just a place I can't return to. So for some of you, you have you definitely need, if you haven't done it already, you definitely need to release soul ties to this person. You need to release and call back your energy. For others of you, this person is trying to come in and you haven't quite created a home for them yet. Okay, let's get a couple of more messages. Spirit, can we get some messages for pile number 1, please? Wow. It says, I erase every trace of you except in my mind. Yeah, this person, there's a bit of an obsessiveness to this individual. You may be in no contact with this individual, I'm getting, because I was actually going to do a no contact reading, and I might still do it this week, but you may have gone no contact with this person, and they tried to get you out of their mind, but they can't. It says, time healed me, but it doesn't erase you. Wow. Whew. This person is, they can't erase you. Now, for some of you, this is you. Time has healed you, right? You feel like you're healed, but there are remnants of this person everywhere, all around you. You cannot seem to forget them. Okay, let's get one other card, and then bottom deck energy. One other card, please, Spirit. Just one other card for pile number 1. There's a lot of hurt here. It says, you gave me the sweetest dreams and the hardest reality. So for some of you, this person is saying that they probably felt the most fulfilled with you, but also the most hurt, right? They probably learned the hardest lessons with you. And even in learning those lessons, it's been hard to let go. And it says, wow, losing you taught me love isn't about possession. Yeah, I think I said that this person might have a bit of an obsessive energy. If I didn't say it, I was thinking it. This person tried to possess you. They tried to cage you in, and you were never meant to be caged, right? You were meant to be free. You were meant to fly, right? You were meant to express yourself. You were meant to grow. And this person, for some of you, this person could not handle your growth. They saw your growth as you leaving them, as you no longer being with them. They saw your growth as you leaving them behind, and they thought that if they held on to you just a little bit more tighter, that you wouldn't leave them. But the truth is, you were meant to fly, right? You were never meant to be caged. You were never meant to have your wings clipped. And being with this person was essentially the definition of that. Some of you, this was a very strong connection between the two of you. This was a very, it could have been a very toxic relationship, I'm getting. That's the energy that I'm getting. Could have been very toxic, but like, almost like you wanted it. And I like, so let me just say this. I'm not saying that this person was putting their hands on you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying anybody here wanted somebody to put their hands on them. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that this person may have been the type that they were just like, okay, this is the type of person who would exchange blood with you, if you know what I mean. Okay. It's almost like they felt a sense of connection with you, but they didn't let it flourish the way that it should have. They saw how beautiful your connection was, and instead of living in the moment and instead of enjoying it, they immediately thought, I can't lose them, I can't lose them, I can't lose them. They started speaking things into existence that were never meant to be. I can't lose them, I can't lose this person. And then they moved in that energy. They moved in the energy of I can't lose you, right? Which is like obsessiveness. It's like, you know, you can't talk to this person or you can't talk to that person, right? This person was a bit obsessive about you. And for some of you, this could have been why you have not gotten pregnant, is because you were with that person. And even though you're not with them anymore, you are still healing those soul ties. Even like this card right here, time healed me, but it didn't erase you. For some of you, the reason why you still feel like this is because the soul tie has not completely been healed. That is your unspoken truth. So you are coming out in this reading as well. Your unspoken truth is that you are on the path of healing, and some parts of you feel like you have been healed, but it hasn't erased this person. And it's because you haven't truly let go. You have not called back all of your energy. I would imagine that something about calling back your energy scares you. Something about truly letting this person go scares you, because while yes, some parts of this love was toxic, it was probably the most you've ever felt in love. And this person, you're not quite sure if you're going to find something like this again. And your spirit guides are coming through to say you absolutely will, but you have to let go of this, right? Let go of the music, the mixtape that they, gave you, or whatever the case may be. But we're going to shuffle some more cards, see if we can get some additional messages. Spirit, can we get some messages, please, for pile number 1? Oops. Okay, we'll take all 3. We have celebration. It says kick off the party activities and have a great time. We have savings. It says you will need to put something off for a bad day. And then fast changes. Things happen suddenly in a short period and a hurry. So for some of you, this relationship may have dissolved as quickly as it got started. So this is what I'm feeling. You got into this relationship, and it's very possible that in like, a week of you all dating, this person immediately was like, I love this person. Like, they were immediately like, I love you. Right after 2 or 3 days, they just like immediately love bombed you, right? And it was beautiful in the beginning, because you've never had a relationship like this. But now and the energy that I talked about of like them trying to hold on to you, that's what this savings card is making me think about. They were holding on to you so tight. It's all because it's giving me like 4 of Pentacles. They were holding on to you so tight. That's how they lost you. And then it had fast changes. This could have come out of nowhere. They could have did a complete 180. Their behavior could have completely changed. And you're like, oh my God, this person is not who I thought they were. And that's why the relationship ended. And then bottom deck, you have closed doors. It says no good job opportunities. The current job is coming to an end, start all over again. So for some of you, that's exactly what you're doing. You're starting all over again, and you're afraid of that, right? Because you don't know if you can ever find what you found with this person, right? And it's scaring you. For some of you, this is about you've already closed some doors and you've been on the path of healing, and you've been celebrating your own life. So now this part of the message feels like it's for those who are single. You've been enjoying your life. You've been savoring the moment, but there are about to be some fast changes coming into your life. So it's a very good possibility that your partner is already in your energy. And I don't mean you've met them. For some of you, you have. But for others of you, they're just in your energy, right? You may find yourself dreaming about this person. You may find yourself like wanting to be cuddled. Like you went from like, I'm enjoying my life, I'm enjoying energy, like the energy of being myself, to I want to be hugged up against somebody. It's the summer, right? It's not even cuffing season. So you're feeling like that and it's not even cuffing season, then it feels a little bit out of order, especially if you're the type of person where you're just like, you're really enjoying your own energy. And then all of a sudden you feel like you really want to be next to somebody. It's because this time of being alone is about to come to an end. For some of you, I want to say be very, 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 very careful, because if you're not trying to have children, be careful, because this person is going to be all over you. Okay, something about this door closing and this red here makes me think of like a lot of passion. This new person that's coming in is going to bring in a lot of passion. They're going to bring in a lot of passion into your life. So be careful. If you know you're fertile, be careful. Okay. Let's get some cards from the romance and love deck. Spirit, can we get some cards, please, for pile number 1? Yeah, some of you're about to meet your twin flame. Okay, so I'm getting 2 messages. All right. For some of you, you are about to meet your twin flame. It says, trust the magnetic pull of your twin flame. It will guide you towards them. Okay. So 2 things I'm getting. Some of you are about to meet your twin flame, okay? But for others of you, this person, this energy that was up here, that was your twin flame. But they were a karmic lesson, which is why you were not meant to be with them forever, right? There is something that they were meant to teach you. There is some type of information that you were meant to get from them. And now that you've gotten it, the relationship is over. Do not hold on to this person. I will say this again. You have soul ties with this person. Do not hold on to this person any longer, because it was a karmic situation, right? And I wouldn't even be surprised if you stayed in this relationship long after you should have let it go, right? And sometimes twin flames can be like that, right? Because we can, I don't want to say mistake them, but we can almost give them more, how do I want to put this? We can almost give them more of our time than what they're worth. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that, a lot of times in certain twin flame connections, because the twin flame can be your soulmate. I know everybody don't believe that, but I think your twin flame can also be your soulmate. Friendships are in soulmates as well. But this particular energy, this energy right here that's up here at the top, this twin flame energy lets me know that this was a karmic relationship, okay? This was something that was meant to happen for a season and a time. Now, I'm not saying you can't be friends with this person, because friendship is at the bottom of the deck, but we're going to keep shuffling. But I would say that the relationship part of this is over. Even like this card, it says, you gave me the sweetest dream and the harshest reality. So the hardest reality. So for some of you, that's what they were meant to do. They were meant to come in and be a mirror of you so that you can heal those traumas and heal the things that are in you that you haven't quite healed yet. But it's time to close that door. Okay. Let's get some other cards, please. Yeah, baggage. It says emotional baggage can weigh down relationships. Unpacked it. So for some of you, you had to go through this karmic relationship because what's new that's coming in for you, you have to release this baggage. For others of you that this resonates with you, your soulmate coming in, the baggage that you cleared has not gone unnoticed. Okay, it has not gone unnoticed. Spirit is saying that we needed you to let go of that baggage so that this new person can come in. And then bottom deck energy is sparks. It says, keep the sparks flying, surprise each other with gestures of love. Now, when I was first picking up this deck, early on, it did say surprise. Actually, no, when I was shuffling early, it did say surprise. So for some of you, this new partner that's coming in may be a surprise to you. Also, for some of you, when you release the soul tie with this person, there are going to be sparks flying within you, right? So it's almost like you're going to fall in love with yourself. So I'm getting two sides of the coin. For some of you, you're getting ready to go through this, or you're going through this now. For others of you, this has already been your journey and you're on the other side, and now you're about to get into a relationship where sparks are going to be flying. Okay, let's get you some of the sensual oracle cards and see. Spirit, give me just some cards for pile number 1, please. It says, do you know what you do to me? I'm going to keep shuffling because it didn't quite fall out, but I'm going to keep shuffling. Spirit, can we get some cards, please, for pile number 1? Any messages for pile number 1? What are some unspoken truths? We have show me you want me. It says someone wants you to take the lead in this situation. They're waiting for a sign from you as to whether it's safe to make a move. Be clear about what you desire and which direction you want this situation to go. So for some of you, this is your new partner that's coming in. But here's the thing. Here's the weird thing about this. Because this show me you want me, this is about you healing the energy, this kind of toxic energy, releasing that old flame. And I know you're probably thinking to yourself, how can I show them anything? I don't even know what they look like. I've never met them before. Something about your energy is calling out heavy to this person. And the reason why they haven't come forth is because of your energy. Something about you not letting go is preventing them from coming forward to you, right? They want you to take the lead, and the way you do that is by clearing up these soul ties, clearing up this karma that's happening or that happened in your life. Get the lesson that you were supposed to get from this relationship and then let it go, because they're already, I think I said this, they're already in your energy and they can feel you even if you don't realize it, right? Especially when we're talking about twin flames and we're talking about soulmates, they can feel your energy even if they're not physically next to you, even if they have not physically met you. And it says, I hope my kisses are enough. It says someone is worried that they may not have enough to make their lover happy. They're wondering if they're worthy of the other's love, and this may be creating some anxiety around the connection. This to me is their energy, right? Their energy is coming through to say that I hope I'm enough. I hope that I can be everything that you needed this other person to be. I hope that I can be the love that you need. But they're worried because your energy is so stuck on this other person that they don't know if they'll be everything that you need. And then it says, wow, put your hands on me now. They need your touch right now. Yeah, this person is definitely coming through to say, I'm ready. They're definitely coming through into this reading. For those of you who are not in a relationship, they are coming in to say that they are ready. It says someone is eager to feel you up close and personal. What did I say? It says they want your hands all over their body and vice versa. This is a hot, hot energy. And what did I say? That passion, right? We talked about that passion as well. This person is all up in your energy. And look at this right under that card. I didn't realize this one came out earlier. Do you know what you do to me? It says you make someone feel light and free. They find it easy to be around you, even if they never say it. They appreciate you for this. You make them feel so much better than you let on. Yeah, for some of you, Like I said, this person is in your energy, right? This person is like, they're ready to meet you, right? They want you. It's almost like I'm hearing them say, can you hurry up? Like, I really, really, really want to meet you. I really, really, really want to be in your energy, but I need you to let me in, okay? And the way that you let them in is by healing this karmic connection that you need to let go of, okay? Let's get you some cards from, wow, that was a flyer from the soul contract. It says, serenity within. Find serenity within yourself. It is the unshakable foundation for facing life challenges. Peace, calm, inner stability. Yeah, for some of you, this is talking about meditation. This is also talking about healing that wound that is within you that you haven't quite let heal just yet. And the reason why you need to do this is because there's so much the universe has for you that you need to heal what's already broken and what's already hurting within you, okay? It says shift in perspective. It says view life from a higher perspective to discover hidden harmony and meaning, spiritual elevation, expansion, vision, consciousness expansion. So for some of you, this reading is changing your perspective on how you've been dealing with this situation. For others of you, if it's not this reading, something is going to happen that's going to completely shift your perspective on how you've been dealing with this relationship. It could be that you see this person later on and you see them in a relationship or something like that, and you're like, oh my God, I've been holding on to something I should have let go, and they look like they've moved on. They haven't, because I can tell by the way they're in your energy, but they look like they have. Something about that is going to completely shift your perspective on how you see this person. And then you have spiritual circle. It says your soul is connected to a circle of spirits. Together you share a mission that unites your heart across time and space. Soul circle, energetic connection, shared purpose. So for some of you, this person was a part, like I think I talked about this, twin flame energy. They were a part of your time here. They were a part of what it is that you were supposed to do in this particular relationship with them, but now you've completed it, right? And your circle is closing, your spiritual circle is closing, and that person is not a part of it, okay? Let's get you one final card. Any messages that spirit wants you to keep in mind for this connection? Any spirit, any messages for pile number one, please, spirit? Yeah, for some of you, I'm hearing you're pregnant with a whole new life. And this doesn't have to be physical pregnancy. This could be that your life is evolving and changing and you're getting ready to birth into that new life. And then it says, wow, open, Jesus, I can't make it up. Open your heart. Opening your heart involves embracing vulnerability, compassion, and authenticity as you connect with your inner self and the world. So for some of you, this is coming out to say that your heart is not open, right? And we talked about this. This is for those of you who are not in a relationship for sure. For others of you that's healing, your heart is closed off, as it should be, right? Because at this point you are healing, right? But for those of you who are ready for something new, spirit is saying to open up your heart. There's something beautiful that, you know, is waiting on the other side. There is a waterfall of beautiful fullness that's coming in for you, but you have to open your heart, okay? Bottom deck energy is radiate love. It says radiating loves helps foster a ripple effect of healing and growth that expand to those around you. So pile number one, this is definitely all the messages that I have for you. I don't know if I need to explain radiate love, because to me it just feels like self-explanatory, right? That you need to give the love that you want to receive. Maybe if you want to take yourself out on a date, maybe if you want to do the things that you hope somebody else will do for you, do it for yourself, okay? So pile number one, this is all of the messages that I have for you. Thank you so much for sticking it out with me all the way to the end, and I will see you next time in our next one. Bye. Hello, pile number two. If you chose to clear quartz, then this is your reading, okay? So if you didn't hear in the intro, when I first picked this up, if you notice that, like, I'm turning to the side so you can see, it's very smooth, right? There are no rough edges anywhere. It's very smooth. But when you look in the inside, you can see there's so many cracks. And for me, it feels like, for those of you who are in a relationship, there are things that you're not being truthful about. There are cracks that are happening in your relationship that you haven't quite talked about, either with yourself or with your partner. For some of you, I am not a medical health care professional, but I would definitely say you might, if you feel the need to talk to someone outside, you know, get an expert's opinion, I would definitely say to do so. There are a lot of cracks in this clear quartz, and the thing that draws me to this is that it's so clear, right? You can see it is so clear, but you can see the cracks. And for some of you, you may not notice this, but there are others who are noticing the crack in your facade, even if it's only internal. You may have people asking you on a daily, are you okay? Are you all right? And it's because they're seeing things that you're not quite talking about right now. Okay, so some of the properties of clear quartz is a master healer. Clear quartz actually amplifies any crystal that is around. Sometimes it can amplify energy as well, and it's often used for cleansing, right? So sometimes if you see people who have crystals, sometimes they use clear quartz as a way to cleanse their other crystals. It also absorbs energy, so be very careful. For some of you, you're absorbing energy that is not yours, and it is affecting your relationship. It is affecting your mental health. Okay, so let's pull a couple of the unspoken truth cards and see what comes out. Okay, all right, Spirit, can you give us some messages for pile number 2 with a clear quartz, please? What are some unspoken truths in their relationship? It says, if fate brought us together, why won't it let us be? Ooh, Jesus. Woo, woo, woo. Can we get some other cards, please, Spirit? We have endings aren't always endings. Okay. All right. Then we have the truth isn't always black and white. Okay, let's get one other card. Thank you, Spirit. We have not everyone is meant to stay forever. Some people come to teach you something. Bottom deck energy is you were my home. Now you're just a place I can't return to. So for some of you, could have come from pile number 1 because that card came out in pile number 1 as well. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about this energy that I'm getting. Okay. I think these cards are twofold, right? I can see some of these messages is more than one message here. So we'll start with the first one. First one is, if fate brought us together, why won't it let us be? For some of you, you have mistaken this person for your everything. Okay. And for some of you now, okay, you'll know if this story is meant for you. For some of you, you've mistaken this person for your everything and you know it. There's a part of you, no matter how small, no matter how insignificant you may think, that knows that this person that you're in a relationship is not meant to be, or at least is not meant to be right now. So for some of you that has this question, right? If fate brought us together, why won't it let us be? It's because right now the timing is off, right? And for some of you, this timing is off because of your mental health or their mental health. Something about the cracks that you don't see is preventing this from happening right now. That is the unspoken truth, right? And the truth is that one or the both of you or the three of you, right? Hey, to each his own, get your things, honey. But some of you or all of you or both of you or three of you in this relationship has some hidden things that you have not quite let out yet. There is a hidden truth within you. These cracks, right? There's hidden cracks that you have not addressed yet. And because you have not addressed them, this relationship that probably started out just absolutely beautiful seems to be crumbling around you. Everything that could go bad seems to be going bad. But I want to give you some hope, because your very next card is endings aren't always endings. So for some of you, there may be an ending with this person and it may almost devastate you, right? It may feel like this person is you just didn't understand how this couldn't have worked out. This person was everything, outside of these few, quirks or things that I didn't like. I really saw myself with this person, but then things start to crack, right? And it's because the things that are hidden are starting to make their way to the surface. And I'm hearing Archangel Michael. So I don't know if you call out to Archangel Michael for protection, but this is part of that protection. This is your ancestors and your spirit guides trying to protect you from this relationship, right? So that's why you may be coming to an end. This relationship may be coming to an end, but endings are not always endings. It could very well be that the timing is just off, or that there needs to be some healing done. This feels like a rom-com to me, like a dark romance rom-com. Like there is some healing that needs to happen between one or the both of you or the three of you, right? And it needs to happen in a way that when you come back together, you can come back where you're not separated by time and space, because that's what this feels like. Do you see right here? It feels like you're separated by time and space. You're from two different worlds, right? And this doesn't have to be like, you know, what we consider two different worlds. It could be your timeline is off, right? You're meant to, and it could be, I'm going to give you this. It could be that you saw this person and they were meant to be like a glimpse into what your life could be like. They could also be a mirror, right? So something about being in this relationship with this person brought out some things in you that you didn't know were quite in there. It doesn't mean that this relationship was not meant to last. It just means that right now the timing could be off, okay? Then it said the truth isn't always black and white. So for some of you, there is a bit of gray area in your relationship. There is something that you've assumed about someone, and you might need to have a second look. So this could be a very different story. For some of you, there is an assumption that you made about this person, about some truth that they told you. You didn't give them a chance to explain, but there is a bit of gray and nuance to whatever this truth is. And I'm gonna say this. If you feel called to give them a chance to explain, then let them explain. If you don't, let it be what it is, okay? But for some of you, there is a truth that is not black or white, right? It is gray, it's blue, it's purple. It has a different layer to it, but they need the opportunity to explain. Now, here's the thing I want to say. Just because they explain it and you understand it, it does not mean that you have to take them back. It doesn't mean that you have to be in a relationship with them. Hell, it don't even mean you have to have a friendship with them. But something about this, allowing it and giving them the explanation to explain, is going to be beneficial to you. This is not even about them. This is about it being beneficial to you. Now, I'm going to give this caveat. If you are dealing with someone who is abusive, if you are dealing with someone who you don't feel safe around, do not do this. This is not your story, right? Especially this right here, this only applies to those of you who feel like you can go back and talk to this person, right? For those of you who are in an unsafe situation, this is not your story. Please do not put yourself in danger, okay? And then this fourth card, it says, not everyone is meant to stay forever. Some people come to teach you something, okay? So for some of you, you may be getting ready to go your separate ways with this person, and you may not even know it right now, but it's because the lesson that you were supposed to learn, you have already learned it. Some of you definitely came from pile number one. But the lesson that you were supposed to learn, you have already learned it. For some of you, you've been thinking for a while that you and this person are going separate ways. That your paths are changing, and that is true, right? Do not try to stay in something where an ending is already near, where you can feel it. You can feel it. Like what I'm feeling is you've been feeling it for weeks, if not months, that you guys are growing apart. And it doesn't mean that you can't love them from a distance. It just means that you've gotten what you're supposed to get out of this relationship. And I would advise you, if things are still sunny, if things are still beautiful, because you see the sun here is going down. If things are still sunny and things are still beautiful, end it while they are like this, because you know what you feel in your heart. And I'm hearing this, do not let the sun go down on this relationship. And what the message that I'm getting from that is, do not let it get dark. Do not let things take a complete turn where you grow to hate this individual, or they grow to hate you, or it becomes some type of obsessive compulsive situation. Spirit is saying, let it go while the sun is still going down. Let it go while you can still see, because if you start trying to let this relationship go in the dark, there are so many unseen landmines that you're going to come into with this person, and it could, I'm hearing the word deadly. I don't want to say that word because it sounds so finite, but it could end up being, you could see this person in a completely different light. They could be a completely different individual, okay? And I'm going to leave that there because that's very heavy energy. And then your bottom deck energy, it says, you are my home. Now you're just a place I can't return to. For some of you, this, to me, that's what this feels like. These two cards feel very, they feel the same to me. Also, I would say this card feels a little bit like this one as well. While the truth is not black and white, there is an understanding that this person, you may have felt like everything was beautiful with this person. This person was your true home. And now you're having to, release some things and start over. They are no longer your home and you're no longer theirs. And it's for a reason, right? Their time is up. is what I'm getting, right? Their time is actually up, okay? So I'm going to pull some more cards. We're going to pull from the What's the Tea deck just to see what other messages Spirit might give us. Okay, that was quick. Woo! We have Stalker. It says stalking, watching, obsessed. Karmic friends. It says can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closest. For some of you, okay, the truth, this truth here, truth isn't always black and white. Some of this is about a friendship. Some of you could have ended a relationship because you thought, or could have very well been possible, that your partner seemed like they were into your friends, and your friend was into them. They may have had like flirty kind of text or something where it's just like, hey, you know, I can't stand for this. I would say if they're asking for, now, please trust your own intuition. I will say this again. Please trust your own intuition. If you feel like you want to give this person a chance to say what they need to say, say it. If you don't feel safe, because some of you, this is not a good idea, okay? But for those of you who feel safe enough to do this, and you want to be in a safe place when you do this, or hell, you want them to write you a letter, let them write you an email or something like that, and let them explain via email, right? Like I said, because there's something that's not just quite yes or no about this. There is a maybe there is a possible, there's a something in there that you need to pay attention to. Now this stalker vibe that I'm getting from this person, I'm going to say this. If you recently got into a relationship, or you've been in a relationship with someone who it almost felt too perfect, is because they stalked you before they met you. And I know that's probably hard to believe, but it's not. People cyber stalk people all the time. And then under the deck, we had cyberbully anyway. So this person could have very well, now it doesn't have to be like obsessive stalking. For some of you, that's exactly what they did. But for others of you, this is about like, maybe they checked up on your Instagram, you know, wanted to see what kind of person you are, so they looked at your stuff. For others of you, if you are into it, this person has a slight obsession with you. Okay, so for some of you, this person, in the South, we have a saying, this person will drink your dirty bathwater. That's what this is. This person would walk through fire for you, right? It doesn't feel like that dangerous obsessiveness. For some of you, if this resonates, let it resonate. Do not try and make a story fit you, okay? But for some of you, this person they're a bit obsessed with you, okay? Let's get 2 more cards. We have kissing ass. Yeah, for some of you, this person, they may try and kiss your ass because they know it's coming to an end. They may start doing things that you're like, you could have done this in the beginning of our relationship, and now they're starting to do it now. It's because they know you're on your way out the door. But if you know you're not meant to stay. I mean, if you're not meant to stay, leave this relationship. And then you have inside scoop. It says a closer look, nosy, up in your business. Yes, somebody was definitely looking at you. Somebody was definitely tapping into your energy. This person could even be getting readings on you. They want the inside scoop on you. Wow. Crying over you, sad, hurt, upset. So for some of you, when you break this relationship off, especially for those of you here, especially here too as well, because you're like, it's almost like you're going to be thinking to yourself, these people right here, you're going to be thinking to yourself, like, it was just small things, but I know that I'm meant to walk away right now. I know I'm meant to leave this behind. There's a reason why you feel like that, because it is meant for you to leave it behind. And even though it may be painful, and even though it may be sad, this is something you absolutely need to do. Okay, let's get some sensual soul oracle. Actually, I want to do the romance and love cards just to see. Let's shuffle these because I use them for pile 1. Spirit, do you have a message in these cards for pile 2? Yes, you do. Abundance. Okay. It says, open your heart to receive the abundant love the universe has to offer. So Spirit, for some of you, Spirit is trying to give you a different type of love. Maybe it's going to be more self-love. To me, this abundance is also talking about what we talked about here, right? There is some things underneath the surface that haven't quite been healed yet. And Spirit is asking you to let in an abundance of self-love to heal yourself completely, or at least start to heal yourself so that you can be open to whatever this connection is or something new that's coming into your life. Okay, can we get one other card, please, Spirit, for pile number 2? No, I thought I saw adventure flip over, but it didn't. So if it comes back out, we'll know it's your card. Okay. Okay, we have right path. Yeah, it says love is beautiful, is a beautiful journey, and you're on the right path. For some of you that's already ended this relationship, Spirit is saying you're on the right path to healing. Then we have butterfly. Wow, you'll meet a new love interest at a party or a night out. So for some of you, this butterfly is making me think of transformation. It's making me think of healing. It's making me think of change that's coming into your life. And you're going through the butterfly transformation phase. So if you're feeling like you haven't been on the right track, or this is, you know, like we talked about here, you've been feeling that energy within you and you've been questioning it, Spirit is coming in to say that the transformation is definitely meant to be, and it's specifically in your love life. Okay, let's get you some cards from the Kemper deck. Spirit, any cards for pile number 2, please? Okay, wow, we have Thief, Official Person. So your person could be somebody in law enforcement, or they could wear a uniform to work every day. Now, I want to talk about this Thief card. This person, for some of you, has stolen your joy. And this person has taken something from you, or you've taken something from them, right? For some of you, I'm hearing you say they stole my heart, and that's absolutely true. And you feel like they haven't gotten it back, which is why you feel like you can't let this situation go. But what did we say? Endings are not always endings, right? So for those of you that you still feel like a real true connection, not this, you know, toxic, you know, connection with this person, a real true connection, and you feel like things could be different, you're going to have to give back, quote unquote, what you stole, or they're going to have to give back what they stole. And I know that could seem so finite, like, you know, if they give back to me what they stole and they give back, you know, their heart, it means that they're moving on. It doesn't, right? For those of you where this is true, let them, right? If they're not meant to be in your energy, don't try to hold someone there that's not meant to be there, okay? And then this official person, something about this is making me think of like you making something official. So I don't know if you're getting a divorce and that's something that's making it official. But it feels like a stamp. That's what I'm getting, like final, like approved, like something like that, like a stamp is what I'm getting. It's the image I'm getting in my head. So for some of you where you really do need to leave this person alone, make it official. Don't leave them dangling. Don't leave them hanging on. Like, make it official, okay? And then we have poverty. So for some of you, this, like we talked about, that, you know, this person has stole something from you. You feel like you haven't quite gotten back who you are, or that person that you are, and it may feel like you're all alone. Like, think of this sad, hurt, upset. You may feel like you're all alone when you let go of this person, but it's meant for you to let go of this individual, okay? We're gonna shuffle from the Fortune Teller Oracle cards and see what messages we get. Spirit, any messages for pile number 2? Something they need to hear? That's too many cards. The messages that pile number 2 needs to hear. What messages do they need to hear, Spirit? Okay, it says, a hidden power within you is awakening. Embrace it. Okay, I like that. Let's get you one other card. Thank you, Spirit. We have a mystical encounter will change your path. Be prepared. Okay, alrighty. So for some of you, you're about to go through an awakening. And it makes sense why there's a lot that's happening, cracking under the surface. Is the image that I'm getting when I hold that up again is that there are some things that need to be, it's almost like there's a card in, I can't think of what deck it is, but it's called like cracked open. For some of you, you're being cracked open, right? You are being quote unquote broken down to heal. So like if you start working out and you start to build muscle, one of the first things that you learn is that you're almost basically tearing up your muscles, which is why you're always in so much pain. You're tearing up those muscles to rebuild new ones, okay? And I don't mean like physically, but you know what I mean. Like, you're reshaping them. You are, almost ripping them to get them to where you want them to be. All right. And then a hidden power within you is awaken it, embrace it. We talked about this, right? These cracks is hidden from the word. Everyone sees the smooth surfaces, but they don't see the cracks underneath. And something about those cracks is powerful for you. It may be, you may have to do a lot of crying. You may be going through some type of shadow work. There's a lot of healing for you there, especially with you getting this. A mystical encounter will change your path. Be prepared. Spirit is preparing you for something else. There's something about your spiritual journey that is about to take off, but part of the reason why this hasn't happened yet is because there is some healing that needs to be done internally. And then it says a forgotten dream will resurface, pursue it. So for some of you, dreams that you've had a long time ago, things that you let go of, you thought, weren't meant to be for you, they're coming back to you. Okay. Now I do want to shuffle from this, I think it's the Angel of Abundance deck, just to see, especially with you getting this message right here. I want to see if there's any angel messages for you. Spirit, can we get one card, please, for pile number 2? Just one card, please, for pile number 2. A message that they need to hear right now. We have unlimited ideas. Okay. It says your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. So I think that that's right in line with your bottom deck energy from the fortune teller, right? It has a forgotten dream will resurface, pursue it. So for some of you, there are going to be some ideas that are going to be coming to you. There are going to be some things new that you want to start. This could also be ideas about healing yourself, which sounds weird, but ideas about healing yourself. You may also become a healer. I'm hearing right now, part of your spiritual journey could be that you're healing, and it's because it's almost like you've gone through what you've gone through so that you can help other people. Okay, let's get you a couple of cards from the Tea Leaf Oracle deck, and then we'll close out the reading. It has dark woman. It says dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. So you may be dealing with a woman very, very soon, because we talked, a mystical encounter will change your path. Be prepared. So someone of dark complexion or dark hair could be giving you some type of message. So Spirit is being prepared. I don't want to say it, but I'm hearing it. It could be this message. This could be the mystical message. Just putting that out there. And then it says purse, pay attention to your finances. So for some of you, there may be a change in your finances. Spirit may be giving you the opportunity to grow your finances, but make sure that you're not overspending. Okay. Make sure that you're taking your time with the money that you're spending. Maybe if you leave this relationship, you need to have a backup plan. Okay. And then we have kite. It says vacation. So for some of you, you may be going on vacation very, very soon. So be careful. Watch your surroundings when you're going on vacation, right? But some of you need a break, I'm hearing. And now you're going to finally get that break, okay? Then we have younger man. It says dealings or relationship with a younger man. So for some of you, this person that we're talking about, they may be younger, or their energy may feel younger to you. And that may be part of the reason why you all are interacting the way you are, because their energy feels immature to you. And then it's pale. It says time to get out of a situation. This is just confirmation for Spirit coming through to say it's time to leave this behind. It may feel like poverty in the beginning. It may feel like you are walking away from something that's meant for you, but look at this. I didn't even realize this pineapple reconciliation. So if it's meant for you, if it is meant to come back, it will. Okay, so you don't have to hold on to something just because you're afraid of the outcome. Okay, you can let it go, and if it's meant to return, it will. Okay, so pile number 2, this is all of the messages that I see for you. Also, I just saw 2444, so I just want to put that out there. Anyway, this is all of the messages that I see for you. Thank you so much for sticking it out with me all the way to the end, and I will see you next time in our next one. Bye. Hello, welcome to pile number 3. If you chose the labradorite crystal, then this is your pile. So the messages that was coming in the beginning was about seeing the beauty underneath the surface, right? Seeing something that's hidden, right? That might not necessarily be something you would traditionally look at, because if you can see, when you turn this stone certain ways, you can see the blue underneath it, the beautiful blue that hides underneath the surface of this crystal, right? So for some of you, there are some things hidden, but beautiful things. It doesn't feel like bad things to me. It feels like there are some beautiful things that are hidden below the surface, hidden below your relationship, and they're about to come to fruition. They're about to come to light. For others of you, this feels like if you are single and you are looking to be in a relationship, this person is coming, but they are a diamond in the rough, okay? This could be something like they're not traditionally your type, or the size that you normally would go for, or they look very different, or they're from a different country or something like that. But they are a diamond in the rough. Something about their energy is very beautiful, very calming to your own energy. Something, the saying that I'm hearing right now is they're like a balm to your soul, right? They're very soothing, very calm. Like even the way I'm talking, it makes me want to talk softer. This person is a beautiful diamond in the rough, but there may be some polishing that needs to happen, not just from their side, but from yours as well. It could be, this polish could be you stepping outside of the norm, dating outside of your race. It could be you dating outside of your religion, if that's something that you're into. But something about this feels hidden. Something about it feels like it's not traditionally what you would normally go for. Okay, so the labradorite crystal talks about magic, right? Some people call it the stone of magic. It talks about protection, transformation, intuitive insights, and connections to other realms. Now, here's the messages I'm getting around that, okay? The relationship with this new person coming in could be very, very magical, right? Especially with all of the beauty that we are seeing every time I turn it, you can see the beauty that is in this particular crystal, right? There is a magic to this person's energy when they're around you. There's a magic to your relationship. For those of you that's in a relationship, something about your relationship is about to come very magical. And it might already be, but it feels very almost whimsical, almost like fairy tale-ish like. For others of you, this is about like seeing this person in your dreams, because the labradorite stone also helps with transforming or seeing inside of other realms. So for some of you, you may be dreaming about this person in your sleep. You may not quite be able to make out their face, but maybe you can make out that they have curly hair or blonde hair or straight hair or long hair, whatever the case may be. But something about you being able to see them and them being able to see you. So you could be dreaming about each other. You could find yourself daydreaming about somebody you had never met before. It's because this person is in your energy. Something about your connection is very spiritual, is very magical. I would not be surprised if you're the type of relationship that are like soulmates, what we would consider here on earth as soulmates. I would not be surprised if your connection was that strong to each other. Okay, so let's see if we can get some messages about unspoken truths. Okay, normally I start with this deck, but I'm being called to start with the romance and love deck for some reason. I've been starting with that deck the whole time, but we'll come back to it. But I'm feeling called to shuffle from the love and romance and love cards. So let's see. Spirit, can we get some love and romance cards for pile number 3? What messages do they need to hear? What unspoken truth? Heartbreak. It says heartbreak is part of the human experience. It will pass. So for some of you, it may be hard for you to see the beauty in this person because you've recently gone through a heartbreak. Okay, hold on a second. Sorry, I wanted the loud card to pass by. For some of you, this new person coming in could look like your ex. Somebody who broke your heart. Doesn't have to be a recent ex, but somebody who broke your heart. For some of you, you are in the process of healing. This person may come while you're in the process of healing, and that may make you like want to run for the hills. Or you see some traits in them that you saw in your previous partner, and it's like, oh my God, I'm not going to raise nobody else's kids. You know what I mean? So for some of you, that could definitely be what you're going through right now, which may make this a little bit hard to believe. Look at this, destiny. It says the reunion with your twin flame is a destined event. So like we talked about this in the beginning, you may be the type of person who like we would consider soulmates. Like you signed a contract to come back to this earth with this person. You know, you wanted to meet them here. You wanted to be in a relationship with them here. You will absolutely do it. But something about this is going to test you. Okay, something about this connection is going to test you, because that diamond in the rough narrative that I keep getting is not going away. So this person may absolutely be a diamond in the rough. So for some of you, when this person comes in, it may, I don't want to say it may break your heart, but you may be a little sad because you thought you were going to settle down with a guy or girl who looks this way, and you may settle down with a they, them who looks this way, right? It's going to be, I don't know, something about it is going to feel like, oh my God, why? But it's destiny, right? It's they're coming back looking or sounding or in this particular body for a particular reason, because there are some things that need to be healed, okay? For those of you who are in a relationship, there may be something that is heartbreaking that is revealed to you very, very soon, but something about this heartbreak is beautiful, right? Because this energy that I'm feeling is like, no matter what's on the surface, what's underneath it is beautiful. Is something that you don't quite see just yet. Okay, let's get you some other cards. Okay, wow, we have falling fast. It says, ooh, love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. So for some of you, when this person comes in, you may find yourself falling rather quickly, and you may want to pull back your energy because you're instantly like, oh my God, this is too much. And then look what's under the bottom deck energy. It says true love, a deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. I'm going to keep shuffling, but I wanted you to see that this person that's coming into your life is true love. This is soulmate type of energy, like for sure. This person may start off as a friend at first, and then you may grow into something even more beautiful. But be careful with falling too hard, too fast for this person. So quickly, wait, I don't know if this, okay, I'm very confused. I'm going to show you both of them. We have relax and imperfections. I'm going to keep shuffling because I don't remember what was supposed to come out. But this person's energy could be so like, okay, here's what I'm hearing. When you let your guard down, when you understand that this person is a diamond in the rough, you're going to fall super fast for this person. Something about the superficiality of the way you see this individual. Once you get over that, it's like free falling. That's what this feels like. It feels like your relationship is going to be like, wow, look at this. It's definitely meant to be, because look what you got. A deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. What did I just say? The attraction that you're going to have to this person, okay? It may not necessarily be somebody you're attracted to. I just want to put that out there. But what is underneath the surface? My God. What is underneath? It's almost making me like want to tear up a little bit. What is underneath the surface is destined. It is what you've prayed for. It is what you've asked the Most High for. It is a gift. Look at this, bottom deck energy, gifts. It is something that you have prayed for. It is something that you have manifested. And I want to implore you right now, okay? When you see this person, okay, don't let what they look like stop you from being in a relationship with this person. Now, I know you're probably thinking to yourself, oh my God, this dude is going to be ugly, or this girl is going to be ugly. It doesn't have to be that. Some of us, we see people who are what we would consider just beautiful, gorgeous, model type people. And we think to ourselves, girl, why would that so-and-so want me? Like, why would she want me? Like, she or he they're so far out of my league. And sometimes we can let that stop us from pursuing what it is that we want. So it doesn't necessarily mean this person is ugly. It could just mean that you've always dated white men and now you're going to date somebody who's Indian. It could mean that you've always, dated, women, and now you're gonna date a they, them. It's so many different ways that this could turn out, but I want you to notice something about your initial attraction to them is not gonna be there, because you got a deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. Something about that first initial meeting with them is the attraction is not going to be there, but something, I don't know how it's going to happen, but some kind of way you're going to get a chance to see their soul. Because I got, like, for some of you, this could start out as friends and build into something else. Some kind of way you're going to be able to see their soul, and that soul is what you're going to fall for. It's a gift. Spirit is giving you a gift. Spirit is giving you the gift of being able to look beyond what's on the surface, because sometimes what we see on the surface is not always what's actually there. Sometimes you see people online and they're like, relationship goals, hashtag relationship goals, but you have no idea what those people are going through behind closed doors. While on camera, they have these beautiful smiles and they seem to be connecting so well with each other, but the minute they turn off the camera, you know, one person is in one room and the other person is in another room. They barely talk to anybody until they have to come and get on camera. You don't know what you're looking at, and Spirit is giving you the opportunity, a rare opportunity, to fall in love with the soul of an individual. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Spirit is giving you the opportunity to fall in love with their soul, right? To fall in love with something beyond surface level, falling in love with something that is not just, is sight unseen is what it is. It's a true gift. This person is a gift to you from Spirit. And I just want to say this, do not balk at a gift that Spirit gives you, because something about this person is like, the energy that I'm feeling for this connection is beautiful. Like, I cannot describe it to you. I don't even think that they have created words in the English language or any other language that would describe the beauty of this relationship for you. Like, this is something that is so beautiful, and it is, it's so, I can't describe it. It is so beautiful. I'm just going to shuffle some more cards and see what else comes out, because this connection is like gorgeous. Like, I wish I could embody the energy that I'm feeling and put it in the video so that you can feel it. It is the most beautiful energy. That, like, it's something you've never experienced before. It's almost going to be like, this is going to be the first time you're going to experience true love, and you don't know it yet. You don't know it. You feel like other relationships, like, oh, I was really in love with this person. It's not until this new person comes in that you're going to truly realize that you were never in love before. This is true love. Okay. Ooh, okay, we got a flyer. It says, I just want you to be happy, even if it's not with me. That's okay. That's perfect. That is the perfect energy of what I'm feeling, right? This person loves you so much that if they have to watch you from a distance, they will. I would advise you not to have this person watch you from a distance, but that, you know how people say, I love you enough to let you go. This is the type of love this person has. They truly love you. Like, this is a soul deep connection. This is not something you can just, you know, pretend like, oh, it's cute. No, this is a meeting of souls. This is a connection of one soul to another. I'll give you an example. I'm currently writing a book, and it is specifically about like, it's a romance, but it's like a wolf shifter romance. But in this particular book, there is a dance that the couple does, right? Even they're not even aware that they're doing the dance, but it is a dance that is smiled on by the moon goddess. And specifically, they are, it is like something beyond time, space. It is beyond, like, you know, an instinctual connection to be with another person. This is literally souls, like one soul that has been split apart finally coming back together. That's what the dance is about, right? That's what this feels like to me. It feels like a connection of souls, right? Like, I can't even explain it. It's like something like out of a fairy tale, like something that almost feels unreal. Okay. And then we have not everyone is meant to stay forever. Some people come to teach you something. This person is not that. This is not that person. This to me, this is Spirit coming through to saying that this person will walk away if they need to, but this is not the type of, you know, walk away from this person. They were only here for a reason and a season. No, this person is meant to be here forever, right? Let's get you one more other card, and then a bottom deck energy. Okay. Look at this. If you ask, I'll stay. This person love you. They love you so deeply. And I know it may be hard to hear, especially if you're not in a connection with this person right now, but their soul loves your soul. They don't really care about the body. They don't care what you look like. Like if you're one of those people who you feel like you're not necessarily beautiful, or you don't see yourself as beautiful, and I want to stop you there and say that you are, right? You're an absolutely beautiful person. I don't care if I haven't seen you or met you at all, you're still a beautiful person. But if you feel like your appearance is not the traditional society's traditional meaning of beauty, you're not skinny, you're not slim, you don't have muscles, you don't have a big you know what, you don't have a juicy you know what, right? The beauty that you inhibit, this person could care less on what your outer appearance look like. They don't care. They could absolutely care zero fucks about what you look like on the outside. Your soul is what they're falling in love with, okay? Bottom deck energy, it says there's something behind your eyes. What are you hiding? Yet, like I said, soul, this is about your soul. This person is not going to necessarily see your physical appearance, right? Your physical appearance will be a bonus to them, right? It is going to be a bonus. They are going to be looking like I wouldn't be surprised if this person is the type of person who, I think it was on TikTok, they had this trend where you would sit and look into another person's eyes for like 5 minutes. This person may love your eyes. They may love to look into your eyes, love to see beyond just what's on the surface. They want to know you. And you may have like a little problem in the beginning, especially if you're used to being in relationships where people only want you for your body. They only want you for what you look like. This person is going to love you from their soul. Okay? They are going to love you from a place that you haven't even reached yet, that no one has ever reached. They're going to love you from a soul, like a soul deep love. Okay? I can't explain it enough. They're going to love you from a place that's hidden. Okay? Let's get you some cards. Okay. Wow. It says, let me go. It might be difficult at first, but it's time to let them go. It isn't that they don't care. Whatever they're going through, they know you're better off letting go. All that's left now is for you to accept it and move on. To me, this is all about this heartbreak card up here at the top. For some of you, you went through a heartbreaking situation and you've been thinking to yourself that, you know, I can't let go of this person because I'm never going to find the one, right? So I just need to hold on to this person. Spirit is asking you to let go so that this true love and this destiny can come in. There's like, for some of you that's in a relationship, you know it's at the end. You know it's at the end and you don't want to let go, right? You don't want to let this go because letting this go could mean failure. It could mean that you haven't succeeded. And Spirit is saying, no, you're letting go. By you letting go, you're saving yourself, right? This person is going to come in and mend your heart. You see how this heart is broken, but it's been sewn back together. You can see that. This person that's coming in is really going to heal that thing in you, okay? They're going to heal something beautiful in you. And it says, do you know what you do to me? Well, of course. It says, you make someone feel light and free. They find it easy to be around you. Even if they never say it, they appreciate you for this. You make them feel so much better than they let on. So this person, like I said, there's an obsession here, not like a dangerous obsession. This is a soul to soul connection, right? And they may often say that to you, do you know what you mean to me? Do you know what you do to me? Like, that's how connected they are going to be to your energy. That's how deep in love they are going to be with your soul. And then your bottom deck energy, it says, I'm seeing someone. It says, there may be another love involved in this affair. Someone's heart is split between two or more lovers, and one must be wary of jealousy and drama. So to me, for those of you that's in a relationship, this is you. This person can't come in because you're seeing someone else. They can't come fully into your energy because you're seeing someone else. They cannot show you the love that they want to show you because you're in a connection with someone else. For others of you, this person that you're letting go of, they're seeing someone else. And Spirit is saying you're torn between something that's not even yours anymore. It doesn't even belong to you. Pile number 3, it doesn't belong to you anymore. It is not yours. It is meant to be somebody else's. So let it go. Let it be free to fly. Let that person go, because what is coming in for you, like, is It's the stuff dreams are made of. It is the stuff sonnets are written about. It is the things of like books are written about love like this. Okay, and I keep getting chills when I talk about your love, like right in my back. So this person may love to like rub your back, like your shoulders specifically, because I keep getting chills in my back, like specifically at that part. So this person may love to like touch on you and be around you. They may love to hug on you. Like I'm physically seeing like someone, they're taller than you and they're like hugging you from behind. That's what I'm seeing. And if that's something that you like, this person is definitely going to do that for you. Okay, let's get you some cards from this deck. Okay, that's too many. We're going to keep shuffling. Okay. Love affair. It says, beware, love affairs at work rarely, and I think they mean to say end well. So be careful. This person right here, this let go, I'm seeing someone. This could be them seeing someone at work. For others of you, this is the type of passion that this person is going to have for you. So you know how people talk about like when they are in relationships with somebody else and then they have like a fling or something like that, or they have an affair. That passion that they have is like, it's so almost toxic to a certain extent where they can't keep their hands off of each other. That's kind of the energy of what this person is going to be like. Not the toxicity part, but that I can't keep my hands off of you. Like I want to be where you are. And I'm hearing, what is it? Baby, you're so romantic. I think it's Chris Brown. This person is really, yeah, they're going to be wanting to be everywhere you are. Okay. Let's get a couple more cards, please. Spirit, can we get 2 more cards, please? Plus the bottom deck energy for pile number 3. We have fast changes. It says things happen suddenly in a short period and a hurry. What do we talk about? Falling fast. You got the falling fast card. I'm telling you, once you get past that superficial attraction of this person, it's going to feel like you're on a roller coaster going down at a 90-degree angle. It's going to happen so fast, you're not going to be able to stop it. Okay. Let's get one other card as well as bottom deck energy for you. We got a lot of them flipping over. There's too many. Okay. Can we get one other card, please? Spirit and bottom deck energy. Thank you. We have alchemy. It says using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secrets. So for some of you, like I talked about earlier, you manifested this person. Like, okay. Let me just say this, because I just saw 22-22. Duality. Whenever I see 22-22, I think about duality. It also makes me think about relationships and love. But you manifested this person. Think of like you took bottles, right? And you poured them in a cauldron, right? This is I'm hearing Build-A-Bear, okay? This is build a man, build a woman workshop. That's what you did, right? Everything about this person, everything about them is something you called for and you wish for. Even if the superficial attraction is not quite what you want, the essence of who this person is exactly what you asked for. Like I'm literally seeing the image of like, you know how they show witches over cauldrons and they're like pouring this in and pouring this in and pouring this in and coming up with the perfect spell. That's what Spirit did for every heartbreak that you have, for every failed relationship. Spirit was taking the things that you learned from those and was putting them into a cauldron, right? And creating, it's literally giving Build-A-Bear. They were like putting it in and creating it and sewing it up. And this person is now officially ready to come into your life. For those of you that's letting go, they're waiting on you, right? And then your bottom deck energy is guardian angel. It says some higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortune. So your angels are coming through to say that we have your back. Even if you may be scared to test this connection out, you may be scared to dive deeper into this connection. This connection is beautiful and it is meant for you to be in this connection. This person is also going to feel like your guardian angel. They're going to feel like your protector. If that's something that you're interested in, this person is going to be your protector. And it's crazy. They're going to be your protector, not just in the physical, but in the spiritual realm as well. This person may pray for you. This person may, if you are into the occult, this person may do spell work and stuff like that to keep you safe. If it's not something that you're interested in, this is not your story, then let it go. But this person is going to be like a protector for you. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle from the soul contract deck. I have to, because this is such a soul connection that I could not end this reading without shuffling from this deck. I have to. Okay. Spirit, any messages for pile number 3 from the soul contract deck? This is like the most beautiful connection. Oh my God. Okay, it says gateway of awakening. It says a new path is unfolding. Step through this gateway to expand your consciousness and awaken to higher truths. Spiritual awareness, new horizons, conscious elevation. So for you, like this, to me, this is just confirmation that you are going, you're entering a new realm of possibilities. You are going into a new phase of life. It's a different awakening for you. For some of you, this, like I said, this love feels very soul deep. It feels very spiritual. So this love could also wake up some spiritual things in you, cause you to go through a Kundalini awakening of some sort. But this new horizons definitely talks about this new relationship coming in for you. Okay. Oh, there's a card already flipped over. What does it say? It says, shards of memory. Wisdom is within the fragments. Reclaim them to unlock deeper understanding. Past life memory, soul reflection, subconscious awakening. To me, that is what I was talking about in the beginning, right? When I was saying that this, you may have made some type of contract in a different realm, or before you came into this reincarnation, that you want to be here with this person. And that's why when you meet, your souls will recognize each other. Like it says, shards of memory. Your soul will recognize and remember each other. And there is a connection that is so beautiful about that. And then it has shift in perspective. It says, view life from a higher perspective to discover hidden harmony and meaning. Spiritual elevation, expansion, vision, consciousness expansion. So to me, this is just additional confirmation that your love is beyond the 3D, right? Your love is so far beyond what, you know, you've experienced in the past, and you're about your perception, or your perspective of what love should be, what relationship should be, is about to change. It is about to shift completely, because now you're going to experience what real love feels like. Okay, let's get you a couple of cards from the Divine Abundance deck. Get you some cards from the deck. Spirit, any cards for pile number 3, please. Oop, boop, 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 boop. Okay, we got 2. We got intuitive help. It says invite help. Well, some of you, your help may come intuitive, but it said invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready, God, pursue me. So for some of you, this you said this about this person. I'm finally ready for this person to pursue me. And now they are. They're definitely coming in to pursue you. You've invited this help. You've invited this person in your life, and they're definitely coming in to pursue you. And then we have divine abundance. It says you were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. Yes, this person, you don't have to chase this person. You don't have to bring this person into your energy. They're already here. And then we have expansiveness. So there's a lot of, I think all 3 of these cards talked about expansion. So for some of you, your whole reality is about to change. The things that you know are about to improve and expand beyond your wildest dreams. It says eternity is far from creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. So some of you, okay, thank you, Spirit. You got ego twice. It came out in this card and this card as well. So for some of you, part of the reason why you're going to originally deny this person is because of your ego. You may be thinking to yourself, I deserve somebody who looks this way or sounds this way, or, you know, talks to me this way, or blah, 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 blah. There is, and there's nothing, let me stop right there. There is nothing wrong with asking for what you deserve, but make sure it's not from a place of ego. Make sure you're not saying I deserve to be with somebody who's good looking because bitch, the fuck, right? Like, see beyond just the superficial attraction that you could have or won't have to this person, and see their soul. Like, seriously, see their soul. Something about this relationship also is going to help you to see the world from a different perspective, especially because you keep getting expansion. It's going to help you to almost not really kill the ego, because I don't think the ego ever really dies, but it's going to help you to work with your ego. Okay, let's get you some cards from the Tea Leaf Oracle deck. We got 3 that came out. We have Vase, Secret Admirer. We have Mice. It says discord among friends or family. And then we have Candle. It says you will be shown the way. So First thing I'm getting is this person is obviously a secret admirer of yours, even if they're not physically in your energy right now. Not in your energy, if they're not physically in your physically able to see you right now, or you're not physically able to see them, they are in your energy, and their soul is an admirer of your soul, right? Then we have discord amongst friends and family. For some of you, be careful. There may be some issues with your friends or family. They may have something to say about how fast you fall for this person. Understand that it is coming from a place of love, but also don't let it stop you from, exploring this connection. Okay. And then you have candle, you will be shown the way. Spirit is saying that because some of you are asking, like, when this person comes in, how will I actually know who they really are? Spirit is saying you'll be shown the way. You will be shown how to move and navigate through this relationship. And actually, if the person that you're talking about is the person that, this reading is about. We have kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. So for some of you, to me, this is also talking about this discord among family and friends. There may be some weird energy around the love that you have, because I want you to understand what I'm saying. This love is so deep. It may even be to a point where, like, I'm hearing the song "Nobody Gets Me Like You Do" by SZA. I don't think that's the name of the song, but that's the words of it. Nobody gets me like you. To me, that's what your relationship is going to be about. A lot of people are not going to understand it. They're not going to get it. So just plan ahead for unsettled times. Talk to your family. Talk to your friends. Some of them will get it. Some of them won't. And that's okay. All right. We have chains. It says chain of events that will affect your life. So yes, this person is coming in there. Not only is their love going to change your life, but it's going to set off a chain of events, right? That's going to constantly keep changing your life. And then we have June. Okay. So this person's name could be June. This could have started in June. Your birthday could be in June. If it is in June, then happy belated birthday. But something about the month of June is going to be significant for you, or the name June, okay? Or this person their birthday may be in June as well. We're going to get you one final card. Just a meditative message, something that you need to keep with you throughout this journey, okay? Yep, manifest dreams. You definitely manifest this person. I'm telling you, that image, I got that image so clear when I got this alchemy card of you like spirit pouring things in like bottles and potions into a cauldron and like literally building this person from the ground up. Okay, Spirit, can we get one card please for pile number 3? One card, a message that they need to hear. I think we have something. Move over. Okay, it says invoke. Hold on a second. All right, we have invoke joy. It said invoking joy not only nurtures your own happiness, but also inspires a cycle of positivity and growth that radiates outward. So Spirit is saying being a place of constant joy, being a place of gratitude. Is also saying to me that this person is going to bring so much joy into your life, so much happiness and joy into your life. And then look at the bottom deck energy. It says trust divine timing, release the grip of impatience and worry, finding solace in the belief that the universe orchestrates events for your highest good. So for some of you, you've been hearing me talk about this person that's coming into your life, and you're like, when is this person coming? Spirit is still asking you to trust divine timing, because this is a divinely guided union. This is like, I'm hearing, I think they say it sometimes when you get married, let this union that has come together, let no man tear asunder, or something like that. I'm probably butchering that, but basically no one can split this relationship up. But it's also divine timing, right? So it has to come in at the time when Spirit sees fit, okay, for it to come into your life. Okay, pile number 3. This was a long one. It was a beautiful one, but it was a long one. But thank you so much for sticking it out with me all the way to the end, and I will see you next time in our next one. Bye.